big Andrew Reuter in the ruck is a good player, and I just think they might hang on here today. Eastern Suburbs will win by a very narrow margin, Ron.
Okay, well, time will tell. Cookie umpires here this afternoon, Graham Munro and Robert Beattie, the central umpires here on the boundary line. We've got Anthony George and Roy Lawrence. In the goals, we've got Justin Barmer and Eric Billing. As we see that Bell Post Hill have won the toss and are kicking to the bay end, if we can call that, which is to the right of our commentary position. The obviously Eastern Suburbs boys kicking to the city or Cardinia Park end of Richmond Crescent. We mentioned earlier, Cookie, that there is an advantage to the right.
Slight advantage,
maybe 2 or 3 goals. Time will tell as we wait now for umpire in Chukamunro to commence play with the big fellas.
Paul Rabbits for Bell Post Hill starting on the ground. He's picking up the dangerous wingman Dylan Smith.
Up they go, the big man fly for that video pie and getting the first touch of the leather. Tony Field, but it's picked up and driven into a stack there for the Eastern Suburbs side. Good football too. I think you'll find that was through the agency there of McCallum. Out there wide, a nice mark's been taken. And an opportunity now. He's kicking from a good 50, Cookie.
Might be Paul Cheetahs, I think, out there, Ron.
That is Paul Cheetahs.
Looks like Paul Cheetahs' dial to me. He comes in on the right foot, kicks the ball long into the goal square. Treble-Cock's up in front. I think he's got the mark, Ronnie. Going to be able to cute angle is Greg Treble-Cock.
Oh,
he's taken the mark.
Jaffa Thompson was loose. She called for the ball too. He better kick it, otherwise Jaffa won't be very happy with the big fella, Greg Treble-Cock.
Right, he's on an acute angle. We're just squinting into the sun here. I've got the glasses on this one, Ron, because the sun hitting the bonnets of those cars coming right into our poor old eyes as Greg Treble-Cock lining up, right forward pocket, kicks for goal. Goal umpire comes across. He's going to signify that Greg Treble-Cock has missed to the right-hand side, and the first score goes on the board to the Eastern Suburbs Eagles, and it's one behind only.
No major changes, Cookie, to lineups. It's centre-half back we see there in Julian Norman for Eastern Suburbs. As the ball now brought back into play, off hands, looking there for, that looked like Jeff Coombs, the centreman for the Bell Post Hill side. Couldn't find him, and it's out of bounds some 40 metres from Eastern Suburbs goal. The big man fly was uncontested there. That tap out for Bell Post Hill. They clear the ball. Out there now a half-back centre wing. Oh, good skills there from the youngster. Like lightning, he hand pass there. That was Dylan Smith. Gives it to his teammate who kicks the ball long. That could have been Jaffa Thompson.
Right bottom it was.
Loose bottom ball now. We see it flicked out quickly. Bell Post Hill kick under pressure. The ball now can't be taken by the big fella Reuter. The loose one now picked up sweet. Oh, he's dropped it at the crucial time. Good tackle also, Reuter, as we see caught in possession there was Paul Miller. The ball now off the carpet. Cooking pretty fast and furious stuff out there. Early stages of round 7 GDFL footy.
Players a bit over keen. They're fumbling a bit. Kelvin Gray was the one that sacked the boot and the ball. Got it forward for his side. Little kick comes out towards centre half forward. Player up in front and can't mark there was Mick Thomas. He couldn't handle, Thompson rather, couldn't handle the ball. They've taken it away here, have the Bell Post Hill side. They've headed for the defensive side of ground. Cheetahs goes in and traps it nicely for the Suburbs. He's held while not in possession, and Paul Cheetahs will take the free kick way out there at half forward. Spears a pass across and finds his captain coach only, I beg your pardon, in Mick Thompson, who takes a good mark. 2 kicks out from goal. Fires the pass into the forward line. Shocking kick from the coach that time. He was looking for his teammate who was out on the wide on the flank, but was unable to find him. Player stacking on top. Little handball comes out, and the chance here for Bell Post Hill to kick the ball to the centre. They do, but Rundle picks it up and kicks the ball back from whence it came, and going back taking a nice mark might be Miller.
Yeah, the big fella breaks clear now, kicks it straight across to the member's side of the ground, looking there for his teammate. Lost his footing at the crucial time. It could have been Rabbits, and he's got support though from his teammate in Adam Houghton. And the Houghton's kick though finds the boundary line right on centre wing member's side here of Richmond Crescent.
Lady boundary umpire, I beg your pardon, the gentleman boundary umpire puts it into play on the centre wing position. The umpire's found a free kick for in the back here, and getting up to take this one looks like Jeff Coombs. Yes, it is. Takes the kick, kicks it into the corridor. Lovely kick from Coombs, out on a lead. Lovely mark taken here, Ronnie, in centre half forward. Wants the ball back quickly. Wall it is. David Wall with the left foot spears a pass into the forward line. Looking for his full forward. He couldn't handle it sweetly. Tapped over the top and tapped back again. Might have been Anarchy. Over the top it comes. Eastern Suburbs are a chance, but well defended here. They're running in numbers, the boys there from the Suburbs. They push the ball out of defence through Kelvin Gray's left foot, kicks a beauty to centre wing, and Dylan Smith comes in and takes a ripper.
Yeah, Dylan Smith now, bobber on the the half-back flank position, goes up to centre wing. Good football, row bottom, or constructive hand pass. Oh, but put to the big fella right under a bit of pressure. Cool the crisis to Kelvin Gray. Now, hand pass to Gray with no one in particular. He backed it up well with a quick kick off the carpet, but there's been a holding decision made there at centre half-back, and I think you'll find it's the big fella for the Bell Post Hill side. And I think you'll find Miller it is. Kicks it down, the kick though, dropped short, and a nice fingertip mark taken by Andrew Wright of the big ruckman for the eastern suburb side.
Plays on quickly and kicks the ball long. Treble Cox the target up there. It's over the back. Drago Belovovic is in there. Coming in, picking up, kicking a goal. I think it's Peter Bird who's kicked the first goal of the game, Ronnie, for the eastern suburbs. The number 14, the 17-year-old kid's come down from the wing and bobbed it through.
Yeah, great goal, Peter Bird. And yes, Cookie, you're right. He's only a 17-year-old playing in under-18 grade football this season, been promoted to senior ranks, got a best on ground last weekend, and following on with those fine footsteps with the first 6-pointer here this afternoon, now moves eastern suburbs to 1-1-7. Belfast still yet to score, and that's on the Comnafine Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard.
Bit of a scrambly start to the first quarter on. Players a little bit over-eager, I think, just not grabbing the ball before they're going with it, just a few of them taking their eyes off it. We see Drago Golubovic, the nose picker, up way up here on the centre wing, just jogging back towards his half-forward playing forward pocket position here. 1-1-7 are the Eagles. The Panthers have yet to score, and we've played just, 5 minutes into the first quarter.
Tony Field doing battle with Andrew Roy. Umpire Beattie throws in the F. The big fella in field gets it down, but again at ground level, row bottom, the big spiral torpedo became a bit of an old wobbly job. The loose ball now picked up well by Miller, feeds off the hand pass. Houghton now with those jockettes on, or those bicycle shorts I should call them. Quite unusual, aren't they, Cookie?
Well, they're the longest pair of jockettes I've ever seen. But Ruta takes the mark at centre wing while we're having a laugh about poor old Houghton's shorts. Ruta kicks the ball towards half-forward flank, up in front, unable to take the mark there for the suburbs, but good play by Ross McCallum, who gathered it in swiftly. Hand pass out wide, looking for Graham Thompson, and the Dapper couldn't quite handle it that time. Hand pass comes out wide against half-forward flank position. The suburbs going into attack. It looks like Cheetahs running around. Bird it was, having a flying shot into the goal mouth. Mark down here, Ronnie, I'd suggest. Not paid, 1 point only off the hands. Almost a mark that time to the suburbs, but umpire a lot closer than we are. One behind, only off the Peter Bird.
Isn't Peter Bird quick over the first 10, Cookie?
Oh, yes, he's a lot quicker than you and I'll ever be, Ron.
An understatement as we see the full back now. Bring the ball back into play. It was Tony Wright. I think you'll find a little squirter. Goes to the outer side, but a nice grab taken by Javon Thompson. Looks the lead of the big fella. And that's a bit of brotherly love there to Mickey Thompson. He's got up hobbling too. Let's hope that close checking from that Bell Post Hill player hasn't made the ankle any worse than what it already is, Cookie. But Mickey not looking 100%, mate.
Almost in kicking distance, though. He's gone the short one. Wasn't particularly good. Looking there and finding Rowbottom having a flying shot around on the right foot. And what, look at this. Landed in his hands. He can't believe it, the forward pocket player. Just pick him up, Ron. He's got the mark for Eastern Suburbs.
Your mate.
It might be Drago. It just didn't look like his number.
Yeah, it is Drago.
It's only a little fella. Yes, it is. It's Drago, the Prince of the Nose Pickers. He just bobbed up like I told you he would.
Unbelievable. Kicked it out.
I'd tell you what, I'd be surprised if he misses.
He loves kicking a goal.
I'm surprised. He missed it. I'll put the muzzle on him. We'll give him the biggest rap of all time. Have I given Drago Golubovic, and 1 point only goes on the board of the Eagles. It's 1 goal, 3-9, and the Panthers, the Bell Post Hill Panthers, have yet to score.
Well, Cookie, looking at both Treblecock and Golubovic, they've kicked something like 59 goals in the last 6 games between them. And, gee, they love kicking them, but on that occasion, well, both players have been offline early stages. It is blustery, though, here at Richmond Crescent.
Certainly is. The fullback kicks the ball back into play for Bell Post Hill. Goes out the halfback. Hand pass coming over the top. A chance here from Adam Horton to gather the footy. He's trying to the tackle and loses it. Ball spilling free at halfback. Hand pass comes out. Horton goes after it again. Pushes it along in front of him there. Did Chris Doak. Comes out to the centre of the ground. Oh, well played there by the Bell Post Hill player. Attacking the footy hard. They stack it on top. It's going to be a ball up the centre of the ground. rebound, and they worked that ball out of defence quite well, Ron. They ran straight and hard at the footy. It looks to be a fire down the other end of the ground there, I can see, as the umpire throws it up right in the centre of the ground. Up goes the big fella there, who might have been Field, got the hit down, but it's sharked away and kicked into the forward line. But was that Horton taking the mark? He plays on immediately anyway for the Bell Post Hill side. Kicks the ball back to the centre. It's just kicked the kick stuff. See if you can get some constructive stuff as Graham Thompson takes the mark for the Eastern Suburbs side.
Jaffa Thompson now looks to the members' side of the ground. That's the attacking side too. Oh, Ross McCallum came out in front of his opponent, taking a fine grabber. Wastes no time. Looks up the ground for the big fella. But Gubelovic's there. Couldn't take the one-hander. Comes to Travail. Do defence grimly for the Bell Post Hill side and goes out wide to members' side to find Dave Primer.
Primer chips the ball into centre half-back. Well played by Primer because he didn't panic. Chipped the ball in well, and Paul Miller has taken the mark. Didn't let him down. He chips it out wide again. A nice kick there by Miller, and out wide looks like Chris Doak taking the mark. Short of the centre wing. They're chipping it around a bit much here. They need a long kick shortly. The chip is intercepted here by Mick Thompson, who read the play beautifully. Now Mick Thompson chips the ball out wide. He's found a teammate out there, and it's this good player again taking the mark. Ron, Peter Bird. Little pick by Bird, wasn't particularly a good one into the forward zone. Horton's able to pick it up there for Bell Post Hill, and he'll clear out of the centre wing.
Out they go. Oh, couldn't take the mark. There was the radar in Alan Rundle, the skipper of Eastern Suburbs, and a welcome return also, I would suggest, Cookie. And just speaking of Eastern Suburbs, looking at the last time we were here, there's about 6 or 7 new faces in their side.
Yes, there's a few we haven't seen before. Paul Cheetahs, he kicked 18 goals in the reserves that day. He's held his spot in the seniors since. Watson was the player who slapped it out of bounds. That caused the boundary umpire to throw it in. Reuter goes up, knocks it down to Bird. Bird takes it nicely. Over the top he goes there to Mick Thompson. Mick Thompson kicks the ball in towards half-forward flank position. No one able to take the mark. Is that Horton again? He's doing well in defence if it is. Bounces twice coming across half-back for Bell Post Hill. Kicks the ball out to the grandstand side of the ground. A lovely kick and a nice mark taken by Paul Ravis. He'll swing play, continue to swing play around the attacking side of the ground towards half-forward. Player there went without the footy with Steve Lurie. He's got support there with Chris Doak coming in to lend a hand. Players tackled here. Ball spills out wide. Here's the chance. 38's got it. Well played too by Alf Monica. He handballs around towards the fence. Oh, boundary umpire. That might have been out of bounds. Play on the calls. It comes back to Paul Ravis. Tries to crash his way through the back, and he's been penalised for dropping the ball.
Great tackle there by Dylan Smith, the dashing young wingman for the Eastern Suburbs side. Takes possession, members side, or left half back. Or Robottom. The ball must get the kick against Cameron Carr. And we see now Daryl Rowbottom with possession for the Eastern Suburbs side. In between half-back and centre wing position, members side here of Richmond Crescent. Ground absolutely looking a picture. Oh, Rowbottom hesitates. Went the hand pass over the top there to his teammate who stopped in Phil Wilson. Decides to kick the centre half forward. Off hands, again at the base of the pack, Cameron Carr. Screws the ball around, but it's an ineffective kick because Kelvin Gray, the dasher, on the unpreferred side of his body, the right side, slaps it onto the right boot, looks to Bird, comes to ground, Mickey Thompson, back inside with a quick hand pass to Peter Bird, shoots it, goal! It drops
free kick, Ron, free kick.
Yes, Copping went a little high. I think you'll find there
he's allowed
Jason Perry. Correct. The umpire's called advantage, and waltzing into an open goal could have been Drago,
I think Drago's bobbed his first through. He didn't let me down that time. The Prince of Nose Pickers has kicked his first. 3-boy football for 93.
Okay, we've been travelling, Cookie, 13 and a half minutes off this first quarter as we see the Eastern Suburbs move to 2-3-15. Bell Post Hill yet to score. And this is brought to us by the Commonwealth Hotel and, of course, Bert Cabot Chartered Accountants.
Back to the centre. Big Field goes up and slaps the ball forward for Bell Post Hill. There's a chance to get into attack here with Gren Travelli running onto the foot. His hand pass wasn't effective. He went back in after it. They're putting plenty of pressure on the Suburbs, and they win this one out of the pack. A little kick out towards centre wing, and the kick's a good one too because taking the mark. Jason Perry, the half-forward flanker, kicks the ball around his body. Wasn't good, looking for Rowbottom. Rowbottom goes in. He's on top of the foot. He's pulled off it. Taken away from him by Horton, who heads for the boundary line with a very interesting hand pass, and it's over the line now to bounce for a throw-in.
Jason Perry on that occasion, Cookie, could have been a lot more... direct with his kick.
Should have been into the corridor, Ron. True and correct. Big Rooters in front, but Field beats him over the top this time. Doesn't slap it well clear. It comes out wide. A hand pass will come off here from Rowbottom to Kelvin Gray, who this time is on his preferred left foot. He's flattened after he kicked it. I think Kelvin Gray will be a free kick down the ground. and the free kick is going to go to Greg Treblecock. Nothing like a full forward going back to say, I'll take it.
Well, actually, he took the mark anyway, Cookie, so it didn't matter. It was a lovely centering kick too by Kelvin Gray. Good skills shown by the speedster. Treblecock now 35 metres.
Oh, yeah, this looks all right, Ronnie.
The drop punt looks good. Yes, great goal, Greg Treblecock. Eastern Suburbs third and a running right early stages.
Bert Cameron, Chartered Accountants, and Com the Fiend first quarter scoreboard shows Eastern Suburbs 3 goals, 3-21. Bellpost Hill, the Division 1 side, have yet to score, and Eastern Suburbs, Ronnie, have jumped them.
They certainly have, David, and, well, it wasn't expected because, as we said earlier, the advantage was to the right of screen. Bellpost Hill, I think, won the toss, kicked to the bay end of the ground, and yet Eastern Suburbs doing all the attacking. A little bit more desire, desperation in the centre of the ground.
Back to the centre of the ground they go, and up goes Big Andrew Rooter and slaps to 25 or 30 metres forward for his side. Oh, might have been a throw there, Ronnie, I think you'll find.
Good call, Cookie.
And the free kick is going to go to the Bellpost Hill side. They come out towards the centre wing position, probably half-back flank there, because you go travelling the ball the wrong way here, Jeff Coombs, under a lot of pressure, as all their players have been today, and it's over the line now to bounce midway between half-forward flank, centre wing. Eastern Suburbs again in attack.
Yeah, ball on members' side of the ground. Reuter in front this time of field, as we see now. No one gets a decisive tap. Over the back of the pack, all being put down after the ball had gone, and we'll get the free kick, Dave Primer, for the Bellpost Hill side. Short back flank.
Short kick by Primer towards the centre wing. They should be kicking it longer than that, I feel. Kick off the ground here by the veteran, Jeff Coombs. Finds towards the safety of the boundary line. He's got into attack a little bit, just midway between centre wing, half-forward flank, and Bellpost Hill finally into attack.
Doing well at half-back for Bellpost Hill too. Chris Stoke with his left knee heavily strapped, Cookie.
Reuter takes it out of the air. Handballs across to the running Mick Thompson. Can he pick it up? He can, right in front of the commentary position. Oh, went the little toe poke and kicked the ground, unfortunately. Kelvin Gray ran through one of his own players there. Rowbottom cops one high. Gets the hand passed out despite that. Gets back towards the centre of the ground. Chance here coming out wide for Thompson again. Mick makes amends. Gives it across the Rowbottom. They're working well together. Kicks towards half forward. A bird goes up and the pack can't hold the mark. Wilson, Reuter does the shepherding as Gray picks it up. Has to kick with the right foot, not particularly effective this time. He's kicked it way out into space on the centre wing position.
And the dashing half-back flanker there for the Hill. Good football too from the youngster. Go short and find Dale Smith. You'll get a game next week, and that was, I think you'll find number 7, Cameron Carr. Well, this time, the big coach there in the Whale punts it up to the tooth of goal. Oh, great shot there by young Wall. Screwed the ball back from the pocket, but the last line of defence for the Eastern Suburbs side cleared grimly.
Yes, Alf Delamonica got back just in the nick of time because it looked like being the first score of the day for the Bellpost Hill side, and it would have been a goal. Delamonica kicked it out towards half-back flank. Wilson couldn't handle it for Eastern Suburbs, and the boundary umpire does. Over the top it goes. Lovely knockdown again from Reuter. He's killing it in the ruck. Paul Cheetahs kicks the ball towards centre wing, up looking for his teammate there, who couldn't mark because he was behind on that occasion, Dylan Smith, and the free kick is going to go to his direct opponent in Paul Ravis of the Bellpost Hill side. He kicks them slightly into attack. Over the centre it goes. No one able to grab it cleanly. Almost a chance there for Glenn Travail. His hand pass was ineffective in fact. And Watson comes out of the bench for the Suburbs, boots them into attack down to half forward.
Poor Drago with the one hand, must be two hands for the youngster, breaking clear the big fella for the Bellpost Hill side. And I think you'll find that was Zekarachi. He's kicked though on the left foot, a poor one. Coombs comes in and gives support. Now Horton picks the ball up. Now steadies, kicks wide, but he's kicked it to no one in particular. Rowbottom's there, likewise there is Chris Stokes, but good pressure from, Stokey on that occasion made Rowbottom unable to control the ball that's off now, out of bounds 70 metres from the Bellpost Hill goal.
That's right, Ronnie. I think the experienced Darryl Rowbottom was quite keen to see it over the boundary line, to tell you the truth. Boundary throw in. Comes back towards the fence, actually. Rowbottom has to kick, but he was out of bounds before he kicked, rules the boundary umpire. Right on the mark that time by the boundary throw in. Centre wing position. Scoreboard showing 3 goals, 3 to the Eagles. Eastern Suburbs leading Bellpost Hill, who have still yet to score.
Yes, interesting situation. Cookie Division 2 side doing quite well early stages. Field now doing battle Reuter, but Field thumps the ball 25 metres towards their goal. Now, picking it up quickly was Benyon. Stewie Benyon kicked to the pocket. Bad bounce there for Dave Wall. Allows his opponent on that occasion, Dean Watson, to come in and do very well also for the Eastern Suburbs side, Dean Watson.
Yes, I was able to slap it away from Wall after he got the crook bounce. A boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard, which shows 20 plays nil. The bell post Hillers can't get on the mark yet. Away comes Loose Wilson out of defence. Cut loose, and away he goes on the left foot, up towards the centre wing. Oh, gutsy stuff shown there by both players in Rabbis, and also coming in, Paul Cheetahs, both eyes for the footy only, met in mid-air, off their hands it went towards the boundary line, and the boundary umpire this side of the ground getting plenty of work on it.
Yes, certainly. This is the attacking side, Cookie, off the ground as the breeze is coming from the southwest. As we see now, an opportunity for Benyon on the left foot, chips over the top to Primer, creating some space and takes a nice grab. Plays on quickly. The lead from Wall. Oh, he stopped though, and Watson kept going. Thumped the ball 20 metres, does it again. Looks there for his teammate who stood his ground in Jaffa Thompson. Beautiful football to the radar. His hand pass was too slick. Watson fumbled, got time now to recover. Shoots it from 60 metres. The drop punt looks good.
Down the field, right, I think.
Find the whistle has sounded. There's been a behind the play incident against Dean Watson for pushing umpire Bobby Booty right on the ball, and I think you'll find it could be. Let's have a look. Is it Travail?
This is a little fella. Picking him up now. Number 3, it was Ron Steve Lurie. Kicks the ball around towards the half-back flank, and he's found his teammate out there. Might be Primer taking the mark. Kicks it in towards the centre of the ground, just short of the centre, in fact. No one able to take a mark. Hand pass comes out wide. Running onto the football row bottom, unable to pick it up. But he's got good support through Thompson, who kicks with the left foot towards half-forward. No one able to grab it. Bird grabs it, the youngster. Gives it away in the tackle to Coombs, and the veteran goes down towards the centre of the ground. Finds another old-timer down there in Dale Smythe. Away he goes, Smythe, over the top. Got players running at half-forward. Has to kick this in a hurry, I'd suggest. No, he waits for the hand pass. Gives it across there to Tony Field, the big fella. Gets it across towards the centre half-forward. Is this going to be their first score, Ron? As Simon Connolly comes in and slams it goal.
Great pressure from the Eastern Suburbs side. Andrew Reuter didn't stop chasing. Likewise, there his teammate in Phil Wilson. And good pressure from the
out on the full
player, forcing the error from the boot there of Simon Connolly. And Eastern Suburbs can now defend Grimley.
They can through the agency of Big Jacko Stefanowski, who kicks it out a country mile, but he hasn't found a teammate out here, and the mark has been taken by Smythe. Kicks the ball back towards half-forward for the Bell Post Hillers. No one able to grab it down there for him, and that might have been Stefanowski again. Was it coming out of defence with a long tumbling punt towards half-forward? McCallum overruns the footy behind the pack. It's cleverly tapped forward. There might be Cheetahs knocking it forward, or was it was Thompson slapped the ball forward, but a free kick's been paid here onto the Bell Post Hill side. And they're able to get out of defence once the ball comes back, and taking this one is Dominic Arcaraci, who's done a couple of nice things in defence early in this first quarter.
The wall of Gibraltar there in Dominic Arcaraci feeds off the hand pass to his running teammate there in Paul Miller. Looks up the ground for Benyon, a little small on that occasion, beaten by Cheetahs. Loose ball to Rabbis, picks it up, goes inboard, finds his teammate who goes short. But Belpost still there through the disposal of Adam Houghton on that occasion. They just can't find a teammate by hand or foot.
Yes, they're under a lot of pressure each time they get the footy, Ron, and that's been a feature of the Eastern Suburbs game so far in the first quarter. Ruta doing battle there with Tony Field. No one knew where it was. Umpires found a tripping decision, and taking this one, Paul Cheetahs, who's been very, very lively early in this first quarter. It's, let's say the scoreboard is 20 plays nil. They still haven't been able to get on the board yet, Bell Post Hill, as Cheetahs kicks the ball in nicely to Rowbottom, who made the short one. True centre wing position. He's going to kick it towards Ruta, who's not looking. It goes over his head. Going back, Japper Thompson can't handle it. He's going to be a chance to run onto it. Hit Perry it is. Jason Perry taps it across to Alan Rundle, and the captain kicks it deep into the forward pocket on the far side of the ground. Drago Golovic comes out. Might have got a shove in the back. Might have acted. Boundary umpire's going to be called into action on the far side. Boundary throw in.
Good use of the body, Tony Wright, the veteran of many games for Exeter and Chilwell player. Been around the district for many, many years, Tony Wright, and doing a good job in defence to the hill. Ball back into play. McCallum, the centre half forward, does a battle against his opponent on that occasion, Paul Miller. The pack of players are formed on that outer side half-forward flank. Ball some 45 metres from Eastern Suburbs goal. Cookie, we've been travelling around about the 25.5-minute mark of the first quarter. It's all Eastern Suburbs. They lead 20 points to nil as Bellpost Hill now defend grimly.
Yeah, Primer got it out towards the half-back position, but a poor kick by Primer was intercepted, but picked up here by his teammate in Simon Connolly. He tumbles the punt to the centre. Poor kicking all round here. Rundle grabs it, fires out a hand pass to Peter Byrne, who's been very impressive. Passes down to the forward line, but not a particularly good kick. And the Suburbs are going to relieve here. The little fella's got it.
Stewie Benyon it is.
Benyon it is.
Yep, Benyon has covered a lot of territory. Cookie having a run on the ball for the Hillers as we see the ball kicked and able to be marked there by his teammate in Dave Primer. Good close checking there, Dean Watson, and also Joffa Thompson sees it over the line and out of bounds.
Boundary throw in, centre wing position, far side of the ground. Field goes up and won the hit down to Benyon. He was claimed, able to get the ball across to his teammate in Travail. Travail kicks towards perhaps centre wing, half forward flank position, far side of the ground. Again, the kick ineffective because again he was under pressure and they're not able to make full use of the footy. Bellpost Hill. It's gone over the line out of bounds. 20 plays nil on the Bird Cameron and Comlafine Chartered Accountant scoreboard.
A lot of players around the ball too. Loose one now comes to where we see that that was Jeff Coombs on the defensive side. Kick it quickly up to the teeth of goal. Good football in, opportunity for Lurie. Lurie comes in from 20 metres. Good quick hand.
They got there first.
Yes, I think it was Chris Stake that fed the hand pass off, and Lurie finishes off nicely, draws first spot for the Bellpost Hill side. It's taken it 26.5 minutes, Cookie, but they've kicked their first goal here this afternoon on the Comlafine Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant first quarter scoreboard. Bellpost Hill, one straight goal, 6 points. Charlie Eastern Suburbs, 3-3-21.
Well, correct, Ron. They made a bit of use of the football that time. Doak's hand pass was constructive. Let Lurie run on, and he was able to take it under no pressure. When you're under no pressure, you can kick straight, and that's what they haven't been doing because their field kicking has been atrocious, but they're only 15 points down or 14 points down and not playing well.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. Okay,
if they can just pick their work rate up a little bit around the ground, they can get right back into this.
Yeah, they certainly can. As the big fella in Tony Field dominating the aerial contest at the present time, as we see a quick kick there by Travail, goes up to half forward. No one can take the ball cleanly. Loose ball now, Simon Connolly. Good football to Primer. Primer quickly there to Stoffer, shoots it. Goal, Steve Lurie, but he can't quite get the ball up and over. It was well touched in the last line of defence.
Yes, not a great kick. Yeah, just the 1 point only there to Steve Lurie. Won his personal tally as Jacko. Big Stefanowski puts the boot right into this, way out over half-back. Cleared the pack of players, surprised them all. Coombs was in there for Bellpost Hill, tapping it forward. Benyon's been lively, picks it up, steadies, go back onto his favourite left foot, he does. Lovely kick, and he finds Primer, who takes the mark at half-forward. Feeds off the hand pass to the running Coombs, who's continued on to go down the ground. Down to the forward line, almost a mark. Umpire is going to pay a free kick, Ron.
The man in front, Cookie, is
going to pay the mark.
Jingo's replay would suggest Wall from the back.
Wasn't much in it.
Man in front, well, gets the decision on this occasion. Goes short to Mickey Thompson. Got flattened as he kicked the ball.
Tough out there. Primer run into one there too. He's tackled. Dylan Smith cop one. All good stuff. All eyes on the ball stuff. There was nothing dirty in it all, but gee, there was a couple of bone crunches there. You wouldn't want to have the chalky ones, Ronnie.
Certainly not, Cookie, and that's what it's all about, this great game of ours, Australian rules footy. Eyes for the ball as umpire now, Graham Sugar Munro throws it in the air. The big man fly. This time Rorter got the tap down. Full field, butted in with a quick windy wolf. Couldn't get the ball to boot. Thompson held without the footy. Play on, call the umpire. Penyon's working hard. Likewise, Dylan Smith. But Sugar Munro said, the central umpire, give it to me. We'll have the bounce down right in front of the commentary position here. Centre wing.
Bellpost Hill have lifted in the last 5 minutes. Up goes big Andrew Rooter. Slaps the ball forward for his side, the Suburbs. The Eagles gained 15 or 20 metres in that encounter, and it's over the line and out of bounds. And didn't he slap that one hard when he met that one?
He certainly did, and yes, they're both having a red-hot go for the respective sides.
There's Field's taken away this time. They've got a great duel. Field kicks the ball to half-forward. Luce Wilson's a chance to defend for the Suburbs. Free kick being paid, and it's going to go against Luce Wilson, and taking the free kick is Jeffrey Coombs, the veteran, the 37-year-old, I believe. Kicks the ball to centre half-forward. Not a good kick. Up in front, Watson should have been paid the mark, wasn't, and he's going to get the free kick. He would have taken the mark otherwise, and Dean Watson's had a good first quarter for the Eagles, and he's going to relieve the pressure at half-back.
Yeah, against the full forward, Michael Batty, as we see now him bring the ball to the members' side of the ground. Watson looks there for his teammate in O'Leary, couldn't take the footy cleanly. Loose ball, no, it was Julian Norman, I should say, and well, opportunity now for the Eastern Suburbs side through Watson to go to the outer side of the ground and find a very creative sentiment too in Daryl Rowbottom.
He's having a bit of territory, Daryl Rowbottom. He's quite a big guy for a sentiment. Lovely kick up towards the centre wing position. Peter Bird finds his teammate Peter Bird. The youngster plays it immediately with a hand pass looking for Dapper Thompson, who takes it, walks around, kicks on the right foot towards half forward, but the kick is particularly ineffective. He's gone only as far as his Bell Post Hill opponent there taking the mark, Cameron Carr, who goes back to the centre of the ground and finds the big fella coming out taking the mark, Smythe. Away goes Smythe. He passes to Coombs. Oh, Coombs goes out of the right foot, blazing away from a long way out. He's way offline. Well, 1 point only to the veteran. 1 point only when they badly needed a goal. Ronnie, they've lifted their work rate. They need to put it on the scoreboard now.
Had all the time in the world, Jeffrey Coombs. Should have made a lot better effort of that one, as we see now that the big fella Jacko goes out to the outer side, the fullback for Eastern Suburbs, and finds a very effective dashing centre wingman in Peter Bird on that half-back flank position.
Geez, pretty impressive Bird in this first quarter. He kicks to the centre wing position that he's been controlling, but up in front might be Dale Smythe taking the mark. It is with the bike pants on. The coach goes across the ground and finds David Wall, who takes the mark in the centre, but the siren has sounded to end the first quarter here at the Eastern Suburbs ground, the Richmond Oval. It's 3 goals to 20 points on the board to the Eastern Suburbs on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard, and also the Conlefine Hotel. And at the end of the quarter, Bell Post Hill have managed 1 goal, 2-8, just 13 points the difference. Bell Post Hill already started pretty badly, but the last 10 minutes of that quarter, they lifted their work rate. Didn't get enough on the scoreboard, but they certainly showed they're going to be competitive in the next 3 quarters.
Certainly, Cookie, and I suppose when you look at the GDFL Division 1 ladder, Bell Post Hill, well, they've done quite well early stages, and I would suggest that they're quite an amicable side here competing this afternoon against the Division 2 side, Eastern Suburbs, and I'm sure that they will.